After Bohr atom model, we move on to the next model of atom, quantum mechanical model of atom. Quantum mechanics is the branch of science which deals with the dual behavior of matter. Quantum mechanics is the branch of science which deals with the dual behavior of matter. That is, the matter-like particles such as microscopic objects have both observable wave properties and particle properties. That is, they possess both wave nature and particle nature by microscopic particles. The fundamental equation of quantum mechanics was developed by Erwin Schrödinger. So this equation is known as Schrödinger wave equation. The equation is H psi is equal to E psi. This is H psi is equal to E psi, where psi is the wave function, means the amplitude of electron wave. Psi is the wave function, means amplitude of electron wave. E is the total energy of the system. H cap is known as, it is a mathematical operator known as Hamiltonian operator. The wave function psi has no physical significance. So, the wave function psi has no physical significance, but their square, psi square, has significance because it gives the probability of finding electrons at any position. So, psi square gives the probability or possibility of finding electrons at any point. So, from this we can give an important idea, that is, what do you mean by orbital? Orbitals means the region around the nucleus in which the maximum probability of finding electrons are known as orbital. The region around the nucleus in which the maximum probability of finding electrons are known as orbitals. Orbitals and quantum numbers. You know what do you mean by orbitals? Orbitals are the space around the nucleus in which the maximum probability of finding electrons. So, what is the importance of these quantum numbers? We know large number of orbitals are possible for an atom. These atomic orbitals are distinguished by these quantum numbers. You know, s orbital, p orbital, d orbital, f orbitals, etc. So, these atomic orbitals are identified through these quantum numbers. What is the importance of these quantum numbers? Different types of atomic orbitals are present. These are identified through these quantum numbers. There are 4 different types of quantum numbers. First one is principal quantum number, denoted by the symbol small letter n. Principal quantum number. From this quantum number, we can identify the main shell, determine the size and energy of orbital. So, from this principal quantum number, we can identify the main shell and also determine the size and energy of orbital. So, n is always a positive integer, that means n is equal to 1, 2, 3, etc. Then, when n is equal to 1, then it indicate the main shell k. Then n is equal to 2, indicate the main shell L. N is equal to 3, indicate the main shell M, and so on. The value of n increases, then the size and energy of the orbital also increases. So, this is principal quantum number n. From this principal quantum number, we can identify the main shell, size and energy of the orbitals. It can have the values 1, 2, 3, etc. Okay. Then the second one is azimuthal quantum number or subsidiary quantum number or orbital angular momentum quantum number, denoted by the symbol L. Azimuthal quantum number or subsidiary quantum number or orbital angular momentum quantum number. From this quantum number, we can identify the subshell. So from the principal quantum number we can identify the main shell, and from the azimuthal quantum number we can identify the subshell. Then determine the shape of the orbital. The subsidiary quantum number we can identify the subshell and the shape of the orbital. Then it can have the values 0 to n minus 1 values. It can have the value 0 to n minus 1, where n is the principal quantum number. For example, when n is equal to 1, then L can have the value 0 to n minus 1. Then we can substitute the value n is equal to 1 here, but then 1 minus 1 which is equal to 0. That means 0 to 0 is only 0. That is L can have the value 0. L is equal to 0 indicate this is S subshell. Next, when n is equal to 2, then L is equal to 0 and 1, because 0 to L can have the value 0 to n minus 1. Here n is equal to 2, so 2 minus 1 is 1. So 0 to 1 means 0 and 1. L is equal to 0 and 1. You know L is equal to 0 indicate S subshell and L is equal to 1 indicate P subshell. Okay. From this we can identify the important point. When n is equal to 1, then only one subshell is present, that is S. Then when n is equal to 2, then there are two subshells are there, S and P. Then similarly, when n is equal to 3, then L can have the values 3 minus 1 up to 2, that is 0, 1, 2. You know, when L is equal to 0 S subshell, L is equal to 1 P subshell, L is equal to 2 D subshell. So that means n is equal to 3, then 3 subshells are present, S, P and D. Then when n is equal to 4, we get the value up to 3. So that is 0, 1, 2, 3. When L is equal to 0 indicate S subshell, L is equal to 1 indicate P subshell, L is equal to 2 indicate D subshell, L is equal to 3 indicate F subshell. Okay, that means what is the value of n, then such a number of subshells are present. N is equal to 4, then 4 subshells are there. N is equal to 3, 3 subshells are there. N is equal to 2, 2 subshells are there. Okay, then subshell and its notations. When n is equal to 1, then you know L can have the value only 0, that is indicate, n indicate 1, subshell is indicate as PDF. So L is equal to 0 means S subshell. So here subshell notation is 1S. Then n is equal to 2, then L can have the value 0 and 1, then which can be indicated n is equal to 2. So here write 2. L is equal to 0 means S subshell. So 2S. Then this L can have the value 1 also. L is equal to 1 indicate P subshell. So the main shell is 2 to P. Subshell is P. Then when n is equal to 3, n is equal to 3, then 3 subshells are there. 0 which indicate S subshell, 1 indicate P subshell, 2 indicate D subshell. Then we can write the main shell, the number say 3 S, 3 P, 3 D. Then when n is equal to 4, then 4 subshells are there. 0 S subshell, 1 P subshell, 2 D subshell, 3 F subshell. So 4S, 4P, 4D, 4F. Okay. Third one is magnetic orbital quantum number, denoted by the symbol ML. It gives the spatial orientation of atomic orbitals. Magnetic orbital quantum number gives the spatial orientation of atomic orbitals. That means how many ways the atomic orbitals are arranged in space. So that means S orbital. S orbital, you know the spherical shape. S orbital have spherical shape. So these, how many ways these S orbitals can be arranged in space. So for a given value of L, it can have the values. It can means magnetic orbital quantum number ML can have the values minus L, 2, 0, 2 plus L. That is for a given value of the subsidiary quantum number L, this magnetic orbital contact number ml can have the values minus L to 0 to plus L. For example, when L is equal to 0, you know, which indicate s orbital, then m can have the value, L can have the value 0, because it can, given value of L is here 0, then it can have the value minus L to 0 to plus L. Here L is already 0, so minus 0 to 0 to plus 0 is 0. So m can also have only one value. So this indicates the S sub shall have only one possible orientation in space, that is this spherical shape. Next, when L is equal to 1, you know, which indicate P sub shell, then M can have the value minus L to 0 to plus L. That means M is equal to minus 1, 0, plus 1. Then here we get three different values. From this we can identify this P orbitals have three possible orientations in space, that is Px, Py and Pz. So these p orbitals are having dumbbell shape. These are arranged in three possible ways in space, that is Px, Py, Pz. That is, this is x-axis, then this is the dumbbell shape. This dumbbell is arranged in x-axis, then this is known as Px. Then this dumbbell is arranged in y-axis, then it is known as Py. Then this dumbbell is arranged in z-axis, then it is known as Pz. So three possible orientations or arrangement in space. So we get three different values of m in the case of L is equal to 1. So magnetic orbital contact number gives the spatial orientation of atomic orbitals. Then the next one, when L is equal to 2, then you know it indicate d orbital or d subshell. Then these d orbitals have double dumbbell shape. Then this m can have the values minus L to 0 to plus L. Then we get the value minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1, plus 2. Then from this we can identify that 5 different values we get. So 5 different possible orientations are present in the orbitals. So that is 5 possible orientations are dxy, dxz, dyz, dx square y square and dz square. When L is equal to 3, then you know this indicate F subshell. Then M can have the values minus 3 to 0 to plus 3, that are minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1, plus 2, plus 3. That is, there is 7 possible orientations for F orbitals. Then the last one is spin contact number denoted by the symbol ms or s. ms or simply spin contact number denoted by the symbol s. Then it gives the spin of electron. That means electrons are spinning its own axis. It can have only two values, plus half for clockwise spin and minus half for anti-clockwise spin. So that is spin quantum number denoted by the symbol ms. Next, our portion is shapes of orbitals. An orbital, you know, the region in space around the nucleus in which maximum probability of finding electrons. Here we discussed about the shape of s, p and d orbitals. First, we discussed about the shape of s orbital. All s orbitals are having spherical shape. For example, 1s, 2s, 3s, etc. all are having spherical shape. But when the value of n increases, then the size and energy of the orbital also increases. Here you can see in the figure the shape of 1s orbital, 2s orbital, 3s orbital and 4s orbital. then the value of L increases, then the size of the orbital also increases. In the case of 2s orbitals, you can see in the center nucleus that rose color is present, then the next 1s orbital yellow color, and the next 2s orbital that is also yellow color. In between 1s and 2s, there is a space is present. This is a space in which there is no chance to found electrons. That surfaces are known as nodal surfaces or simply known as nodes. In the case of s orbitals, all are spherical in shapes, so these types of nodal surfaces or nodes are known as radial nodes. The number of radial nodes can be calculated by the equation n minus L minus 1, where n is the principal quantum number, L is the subsidiary quantum number. So, n minus L minus 1. Next, we discussed about the shape of p subshells. P subshells, you know m is equal to minus 1, 0, plus 1 values. So, 3 different values. So, 3 different possible orientations are possible for p orbitals, that are px, py and pz. These 3 p orbitals have same energy but differ in their orientations only. So, they are known as degenerate orbitals. The atomic orbitals having same amount of energy are known as degenerate orbitals. Next, we consider 2px orbital only. Then, here the lobes are present in x-axis, that is, the electron density is found only in x-axis. In the case of y and z axis, there is no probability of finding electrons. Such planes in which the probability of finding electrons are zero, known as angular nodes. Angular nodes can be calculated from the equation. The total number of angular nodes is equal to the number of subsidiary quantum number L. That is, total number of angular nodes is equal to L. But in the case of radial nodes, which is equal to n minus L minus 1. Next, we discussed about the shape of d orbitals. For d subshell, L is equal to 2, then m can have the values minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1 and plus 2. Then 5 different values for m. So, d orbitals have 5 possible orientations in space. They are dxy, dx square, y square, dxz, dz square and dyz. These 5 orbitals having same amount of energy and they are known as degenerate orbitals. Now we know how to calculate the number of radial nodes. Number of radial nodes is equal to n minus L minus 1. Then number of angular nodes is equal to L. Then now we calculate the total number of nodes. Total number of nodes is equal to n minus 1, where n is the principal quantum number. For example, now we calculate the number of nodes in 2s orbital. You know, in 2s orbital n is equal to 2. Then we know the number of nodes is equal to n minus 1. Here n is equal to 2, so 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. Another example for 3s orbital. Here n is equal to 3, then total number of nodes is equal to n minus 1. Substitute the values, then 3 minus 1, which is equal to 2. So here in the case of 3s orbitals, 2 nodes are present.